Hi, welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. This video is about essentially how cloth pads are manufactured, and the reason I'm doing this video is I got recently an email in response to another video that I put up, and I mentioned in the other videos that I do not purchase from a specific maker because she is a reseller essentially. So she purchases what I would classify as Chinese cheapies, so from a manufacturer in China, and then sells them via her shopfront. And while there's nothing personally wrong with that, I personally choose to not purchase essentially what is resold items, resold menstrual cloth pads. So I have mentioned in my Chinese cheapie video that Flow of the Goddess does a really good video on these. I'll also link that one down below there in case you haven't seen it. But essentially the three different types of manufacturers are wear manufacturers, like this selection here, or companies. These are obviously very few and far between, which is why I have this Hannapod one here, which is essentially a company just like any other company, and just like any other menstrual hygiene product. Like in Australia we have Libra and Carefree. Hannapod's kind of a corporation that it makes and sells Hannapods. So these are manufactured in-house in a Hannapod owned factory. That they then obviously, this is from the Australian outlet. They have franchises around the world. And then the third type of manufacture is these ones, which are Chinese cheapies. I do have these two. The two that I used in my Chinese cheapie video have been destashed, and because I don't wear them or use them, the person that I destashed them to, you can see that video in my 2019 New Year's resolution, clean out my cloth pad boxes. But these two will eventually go quite possibly to the same person of destashing these out. I did mention in that video and in my top 5 mistakes I made when I first started buying cloth pads is that I did purchase quite a few, I think 27 Chinese cheapie cloth pads, which I think cost me about $25 at the time. And it was one of the mistakes I made. These two that I have here, I keep to kind of at this point to do videos like this. My other 2019 resolution was to have a YouTube channel. Whether it continues past 2019 or not, I don't know. It was just to do it for this current year. But I have these two videos to continue, these two Chinese cheapies to use in these videos, but these are not worn. They haven't actually ever been worn and will most likely go into somebody else's destash. However, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to discuss the three different types of manufacturers. So these wear makers, these top three are from Australian wear makers, and this is from a Canadian wear maker, and this is from an American maker. So essentially these are all made by a single person in somebody's home, in their own home, that they then sell via an outlet. These makers are on Etsy, and this one here I purchased off eBay. She has an eBay shop, and she also has there's like a cloth pad online shop in Australia. And it's a companion site. There's an Australian and an American site, and it's for local sellers. I think it's because they have less fees than Etsy does, and to the seller. and a lot of these guys have Instagram accounts and blogs and stuff like that, so you can actually see their sewing rooms, you can see their materials, you can see like these are actually people doing this. This is a person that you can interact with, that you can email, that you can ask questions of, that you can you know, discuss what you need or discuss what you want with. It gives a much more personalised shopping experience. This one here is from an Adelaide maker called Erin Sweet, so she is on Etsy and Instagram. You can go find it. It is a corduroy backed cotton knit topped. This one here is obviously a cotton knit print topped, fleece backed, from an Australian maker called Lotus Blossom. You can see the tag there. So as you can see, this is also, these are like a clear plastic cam snap, just a Black Widow one. As you can see, there's a diversity. This probably is more of a traditional style shape, like as is kind of these two. And this is Keller Bear Creates one. She's from Queensland, from Mackay in Queensland. Fleece backed, cotton knit topped, and it's gold cam snaps. And you can see how these three, even though they're kind of up and down shapes, this one's rounded, this one's very square, this one's a bit flared. They also have different sewing styles. They have different patterns on there. So this one has a wave down the middle, and then one around the edge, and then it has the outside. This one has much more straight edge sewing in the middle, where the core is sewn to this top stitch. These ones these ones face up in your underwear. So this is the backer, this is the topper. As you can see, you can also get a variety of different shapes. I'm not sure how well this one's showing up, but because it's so black, this is black velvet. This is crushed velvet. This is from Venus Pads. It's dog shaped, I believe. And it is fleece packed. This is a Canadian maker. This is a Sit-in Kitten, it's called. This is what the shape's called, Sit-in Kitten. It is organic bamboo velour. Also, you'll hear this called OBV topped. And this is Windpro fleece backed. So as you can see, you can get with WAM makers. Kitty Cat Cloth is on Etsy and Instagram, as is Venus Pads. And you can, you know, they take photos, you see their sewing rooms, you see what they're doing, you see them hand dyeing, you see a whole variety of things that are happening in this case. And the benefit of that is you get not only a personalised shopping experience, but you get a diversity in shapes, colours, styles, backers. As you can see, this one's corduroy backed, this one's fleece backed, this one's a micro fleece, you know, and Windpro fleeces. Some of these have hidden PUL cores, and so you can get quite a diversity in the type of stuff that you're ordering. And this one here is from Hannapod. So this is essentially a company, just like Kotex or Tampax or Libra or any one of the, I guess, I hesitate to call them traditional because they're not really traditional. They've only been around for the past, 70 or 80 years. They've been around less time than my grandmother. So they come in these little, some of these little boxes. There is a Hannapod review up, little bit of instructions on the back. This is the type of brand that you'll probably, outside of local sellers, I do know some local sellers sell in shops, mainly health food shops, but this is probably the one that you'll find more often than not that's sold in a traditional bricks and mortar shop. They also have a website, and you can order a lot of the stuff from their website. So it comes in this little box, and what you have is this type of pad. So these have the tags as well on them, and you get this type of organic cotton. So this is certified organic cotton. This is professionally sewn. Obviously, they have a factory where people do this. They own the factory. They will post videos. If you go to their website and go to their Instagram, they have photos and videos of their factory workers working on making Hannapods, folding them, and all this type of stuff. They're very, and this is what you're looking for, and this is what I am looking for in a manufacturer, is transparency. It's one of the things that I moved away from with single-use disposable menstrual products, is that they are not clear about what's in them. They are non-disclosed, and whereas Hannapods is very much disclosed what's in them. These types of pads here that are made by Whams on Etsy, they disclose what their cores are, they disclose what their toppers are, a lot of them disclose what the stitching is, so you're getting a product that a lot of the details about, where it's coming from. A lot of these wear makers will say it comes from a cat-free home, a child-free, or not a child-free home, but a animal-free home and a smoke-free home. So they're promoting the fact that they're making these in an environment that is presumably as sterile as, not as sterile, as hygienic as possible in the making of these pads. And it's the same as Hannapods. They're very transparent about their factories and the people that work in their factories, and they post videos and all this other type of stuff that you want to know where your products come from. And that's probably my biggest issue with something like these ones, which are essentially Chinese cheapies, which are very much, so they just came in a soft bag, a soft postage bag, and they come in a soft postage bag, and they're just like this. They're just loose in the bag, like they've just been put in the bag. If you order stuff from Hannapod's website, you can pick it up in a shop like this, but you will get a box. So these boxes just get bigger depending on how many you own. They come with a box, they come with inserts, they come with information, they come with instructions, and these just turn up like this. So this is a PUL backed, and this here is a polyester. So it's promoted as a type of bamboo, but the type of bamboo that's in here is very low. So you're looking at the majority polyester with a little bit of bamboo in it, so that they can call it bamboo. I've gone over this in other videos, but I had a lot of difficulty wearing these because of this PUL back. They were very slippery on my underwear and moved around a lot. And because this doesn't, polyester bamboo mix doesn't actually extend to the wings, the problem that I found is that I would bleed off the side and then around off the edge, because obviously it's snapped up around your underwear. So there's this type of style that you will find, and then they'll come in a square type of style as well. So I'm very much more square edged type of style, and some of them do actually come with a single layer of fleece to these edges. Obviously not these ones. You will also see that in particular resellers will actually have their tag on the back, so they'll actually have a tag sewn up here, which is an option that you can get from the manufacturer. These two here were $3.80 delivered to my house. So the two of them, these are mediums. They're quite, they're a bamboo polyester. They have never been worn because I had worn some previous Chinese cheapies and, you know, had all the issues with them. I solely keep these for demonstration purposes. So they're the three really types of manufacturers that you're going to find. If you're moving away from single cloth or single use and disposable menstrual products because they're not telling you what's in them, you're going to have the same issues with these, because they are described as bamboo fleece, but this is a polyester fleece with the minimal amount of bamboo in it. But these ones here, you'll probably recognize. You may even have some like this in your stash that you've bought from a seller that has their logo on the back of it, you know, saying, you know, this is from I go over some of the resellers in my Chinese cheapie video, so you can always go and watch that. So my personal preference when buying these types of products is generally not against a business owner trying to make money, but it's generally because I know that I can contact Hannapods and get information regarding their production process. They are transparent with their production process because they control the production process from start to finish. They control a production process where they present a product that's completed and ready after washing to then, you know, utilize in your life. I have the same issue with these Hannapods as I do with these Chinese cheapies, is that they slip around too much in my underwear. I destashed all of my other Hannapods to my sister, and my sister had the same issue with the Chinese cheapies, but did not have this same issue with Hannapods. So this is PUL backed. This is organic cotton, laminated organic cotton. And as I stated, these have a variety of backers. So the thing is that I can actually, and I follow actually Hannapods on Instagram, and so they do post pictures of their production process, they post pictures of the factories. You can see this with Hannapods. You cannot find this with Chinese cheapies. So if you are purchasing from either directly from China, or if you're purchasing from a reseller, there is no guarantee of the production process. There is no guarantee that the person who made this, or the people who made this, have good working conditions, are paid appropriately or adequately. There's no guarantee of the production process. With Hannapods there is. So when I state that I prefer my purchases from people where I can see the production cycle and I know what's in them, then that's what I do. I will purchase Hannapods even though I don't have any because they don't suit my cycle, or I'll purchase from a WAM maker. So my criticism of these types of Chinese cheapies is that you don't know where they come from. You don't know what factory they come from. You don't know who made them. You don't know what, and the wholesalers that you're purchasing from can't guarantee any of that information either. So while I appreciate the person who emailed me was upset because she thought I was attacking one of her favourite YouTubers, it wasn't a personal attack. It was simply a commentary on the manufacturing process and my preference to know about it. Anyway, any further questions, all the usual stuff apply. Thanks for watching, and hope you have a good day. Bye.